and we can bring him on here. There we go. All right, folks, you saw him on ROH television this past week taking on Wheeler Yuta. You will see him this weekend at Action Dean 2 challenging Lee Moriarty for the ROH Peer Championship. And friend of the show, he's Matt Mako. Matt, how you doing, buddy?
Hey guys, how are you doing? Good to see you.
Doing well. Are you a basketball fan at all?
I mean, I love watching the playoffs. I went to a Sixers game this season.
Was Embiid playing? Hold on,
no, of course not. No, of course not. It was like this. No, the whole team was gone. It was. I didn't know. I mean, again, I don't follow a lot, and I don't want to be disrespectful, but I really didn't know anybody on the court. So, they're some of the world's best athletes, but it's just the whole Paul George.
Not a superstar, Paul George.
Yeah. They're all. I guess everyone was hurt. Everybody's hurt. We were playing the Hawks. It was like second to last game of the season or something. So yeah, it's my kid's first basketball game.
Had to be like $5. Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah. There you go. All right, we won't ask you a ton of basketball questions. Then. How you feeling? How you feeling going into this weekend against Lee Moriarty? And when did you find out about this match?
Let's see. When did I find out? Like a week or two ago, I think. I was, I got booked for the Dean show a couple weeks before that. Didn't really know who the opponent would be, and I guess Lee. The Lee was tossed around at the ROH show that I was at too. So I guess we're kind of getting that in at the Dean thing this Saturday.
So how did your appearance for Ring of Honor come together, and how was it facing Wheeler Yuta on last week's Ring of Honor?
Well, I mean, it just kind of, I mean, I don't know. It's like a lot of it's like a lot of wrestling's maybe right place, right time kind of thing. Taping in Atlantic City, very close to my home. I was there to help out as sometimes independent wrestlers do, and they needed somebody to wrestle Yuta, so I jumped at the opportunity.
Did you get any feedback from anybody after the match?
I had a very nice chat. It was very surreal, but I was talking to Mox and Hero after the match for like a while. So that was very cool. Like, awesome feedback. And I just, that's such an environment that I would love to be in and learn from those guys. So I just, I don't know, thirsty for more, I guess.
Can you give any insight to what was said?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. I was like a little bit in enhancement mode. I don't know if I could say that. Like I didn't quite know. I didn't really get any direction other than, hey, you have like 7 minutes. You're wrestling Yuta, a guy I've wrestled. That was our 5th time wrestling. So he's somebody I'm very familiar with. Bryce Remsburg was our referee. Someone else I'm also very, I have, we chat occasionally. So it was a very familiar scenario for me, as much as it was Ring of Honor, a huge deal. I've never fought in that building, but I've been to that building for MMA fights. So it was. Again, that was also familiar to me, and so it just, I don't know, it all kind of felt very, very natural, and I would wrestle Yuta like best of 51. I want to, I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better opponent, and just an amazing opportunity to get a little chance to work and kind of show some of the stuff that I can do or I'm capable of, and I mean, as far as feedback from Mox, I mean, I I think he appreciates my style to a degree, like just a little more shooty, for lack of a better term, just good, like good on the strikes. I mean, there was definitely, like, in terms of the actual critiques we were getting, there was maybe structural things in the match that we could have done better with the time we had. Yeah, but I mean, they were just kind of, I don't know. I sat with Mox and catering for like 45 minutes talking about just like Jurassic Park movies to like wrestling psychology. It was a good weekend. So
hold on. Now I need more insight on Mox's movie taste here. This is the scoop for after.
I have like one thing, because we were talking about like, I don't know, somehow like maybe Fast and Furious came up or something, and how those movies just have gotten so ridiculous, right?
Great, how they've gotten so even more amazing.
You mean ridiculous. We argue about this all the time. Thank you.
Jeremy, don't hate me, but I've never seen any of them. And I know, I'm sorry. Look at your back.
Well, that was Matt Mikowski, everybody. He was a great guest today.
I'm saving it. I had it was one of those things, man, where like, it's me not being a prick, but like, it was one of those things where all the kids I can't remember, I was in some kind of grade when that movie came out, when the first ones came out. And so street racing and those cars were just like, everyone was so into it. And I was kind of just like not into it as much. Right. Just for like we'll say the first movie, like the street. I don't know what I'm sure it's a great movie. It's
a whole franchise, Matt. Movie. It's not one movie. It's a franchise.
Yeah, but don't, like, the first and second are like, anyway, okay, let's just get to the point here. I was saying, like, Jurassic Park should do the same thing, where it's like dinosaurs with lasers in space, and like Ludacris is there driving a rocket or something, and like, yeah, who knows, like, let's do that. Like, these Jurassic Park movies are getting like, it's like, why do these keep coming out? It's like the same thing. But like the one movie kind of did have a raptor with a laser on it in a way. It was like being sold as like a weapon. And Moxley was talking about, like, he's like, yeah, I thought they were gonna like go through caves in Afghanistan and like look for bad guys. And I'm just like, what? It's like, yeah, that sounds like a movie, man. So I don't know. Yeah. And then, then we had a lot of productive talk about wrestling psychology and all that kind of stuff too. But, yeah, so it was
more Jurassic Park. Matt, these cars in the background here, that's Fast and Furious.
They're cool. That's cool.
The Charger here.
I had an Impreza for a little bit. I had an Impreza for a little bit. It was my dad's car, and I think he got it because he knew I liked it. And then when I got older, I bought it from him, and so I had a WRX for a while. It was automatic. All right, it was automatic. I'm sorry, but I think one of these. I'm driving a 2010 Corolla right now, but anytime, maybe I get back to the Impreza at some point. Because I'm into it. I like more like rally, like if it was like a rally movie, maybe. I don't know.
So what is your favorite movie franchise?
Oh man, franchise. Well, top 1 and 2 for me are Predator and Terminator 2. Terminator's kind of done the same thing, where it's just kind of like they just keep making them a little bit, and it's some of them are good, some of them are not. Predator, same thing. I'm really looking forward to some of the new Predator stuff they have coming out. I love the originals. Again, Predator, the first Predator. I'm a big Arnold guy, I like the Matrix. I think those are some of the most, well, at least the first one especially is one of the most iconic like action films, and just kind of revolutionized movie making and the action genre forever. That's my opinion in terms of just go ahead.
Did you watch the last one? The
Matrix? Most recent one, number 4, was it? No. Yeah. I heard.
I don't think it's that bad.
I'm gonna give it it's bad. I'm gonna give it a rip. I'm gonna give it a try. I mean, I kind of recently kind of got back into movies. I don't know, like, and that's a weird thing to say, but like I just kind of stopped watching them for a little bit. I don't know. I went to school for film at Temple, so that was like an interest of mine. It was more just like, hey, you need to pick a major, and I'm like, oh, I made some movies in high school. Like I did like film festivals and stuff, and like that kind of thing. So it was just like an interest of mine, maybe something I wanted to pursue professionally. And that's why I love wrestling so much. It's just a combination of like everything that I like put together. Like there's like movie making elements, fantasy, like the martial arts, combat, sports. You know, that's kind of, I think it's if you had to pick one thing that had all that stuff, be like, yeah, maybe pro wrestling sounds like pro wrestling to me. But yeah, man.
We'll have to get you a role in our film Mac and Me if you would like to.
There's a film you're doing something.
We'll move on.
Well, there are cars. Is Vin Diesel in it?
If we could get Vin Diesel, man, we would 100%
pink slips.
Get Vin Diesel. There's some type of pink slips in the movie. Maybe not those, but
okay.
some type of pink slip.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how I can follow. You wrestled Matt Riddle during WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah.
Talk to us about the match tonight. How everything went.
It was this eye is like a magnet for damage. So this was from yesterday, and then that's my new scar is from Vegas. He came in hot on a flying forearm in the corner, as you probably have seen him do hundreds of times. And we just clanked heads a little bit. So, while he was trying to rock me, but he didn't maybe necessarily intend to headbutt me there, but we just accidental headbutt. The match itself went pretty well. I didn't pick up the win, but I thought it was a good showing. I guess that show was kind of not the best. I don't know. I saw some weird things, not some great feedback about that Mark Hitchcock Super Show.
It had the greatest.
Oh, Butter beat Suzuki, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I was on my way to urgent care to get this like stitched up, so I missed it. But yeah, I heard. Respect to those guys, man. I didn't even recognize Tank Abbott in the back. I didn't even know he looked like that now. I don't know if you saw. I did get a picture with Don Fry. That was amazing.
Hell yeah.
Nice. They had all those legends there that were, I guess, prepping up for. They had a little ceremony during the Bloodsport show after the fact. That was after the Mark Hitchcock show. So a lot of those combat sports legends were in the back hanging out with Barnett. And you can't miss Don Fry, like his voice. He's just like, you're gonna go back there, and he was gonna hit me with a cane. He just got this raspy voice. It's like, that's Don Fry. Don Fry's back there. So that was really cool to meet him. But yeah, I mean, besides this little quick trip to urgent care at a Las Vegas urgent care, I was a little nervous, but it really wasn't that big of a deal, and they took care of me, and it seems to be healing up just fine. The glue tore my eyebrow off, but I think it'll grow back.
Where does that kind of rank as far as like injuries or kind of bruises that
in wrestling?
In wrestling.
I took a you could kind of see it right there. I took it's basically like a shoot headbutt. Some guy and that busted me open. But this was probably the worst cut. I took a lariat once and had my what's that called? Adductor just kind of shred like a muscle in my leg just just tore off a lariat. So that ranks up there, but this was definitely the worst. It's actually the worst black eye, not this, but what led from this was the worst black eye I've ever had in my life. And this is a guy that's had about 25, combat sports fights between kickboxing and MMA and stuff. So yeah, I mean, it was up there.
People are asking, do you know where they are airing Action Dean? I don't know if you have that information.
Yeah, I believe it's on the ROH. It's going to be on the ROH YouTube. So I think it'll be free.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah.
nice.
And then the show is free if you're in, was it Glendale?
Yeah.
I know it's in Arizona. Yeah. Okay. I guess it's free admission. I don't know the venue. I don't know if it's outdoor venue or something. It kind of sounded like maybe it was, but I don't know.
They made it sound like it was going to be like a parking lot in front of an arena or something.
That's kind of what it sounded like to me. Maybe it's where Double or Nothing is. Outside of that kind of seems like that tracks. So I don't know. It should be interesting night.
So you guys are? I mean,
oh no, go ahead.
My bad. Sorry, SP3. Yeah, outdoor and wrestling, Arizona. Like, it's gonna be hot out there, Matt. Yeah. You gotta prepare for that.
Oh, I guess it is. It's starting to warm up. It cooled down a bit where I'm at, but I'm obviously on the other side of the country. Yeah. I guess it'll probably be. I wonder if it's in the evening, but yeah, I'll be prepared for the heat. I stay pretty hydrated throughout the week. I kind of have like a regimen. I'm always making sure I'm getting enough water every day and stuff. That's important. When you get a little bit older, I think it just helps me keeps my limbs, lubricated and all that stuff. So I'm not too worried about the heat. It's, I don't know. I used to sit in a sauna for hours at a time. I'll be okay.
So you said you faced like Wheeler Yuta like 5 times. So what's
kind
of your history with Lee Moriarty, and how if there's no history, how can you use kind of your history with Wheeler Yuta, who's been in the ring with him so many times, against Lee in this matchup?
Yeah, I appreciate that question. I mean, so I always refer to me and Jeremy talked about something last time I was on. We talked about what was it? Comparison is the what of all joy?
Thief of all joy.
Thief of all joy. There you go. So when I kind of first started to get onto the scene, I really kind of I was like really trying to catch up to 3 guys. I don't know. Can you name the 3 guys? One of them is Lee.
Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia.
Yes, thank you. Yes, the Killers. Okay, they got signed as and then were referred to as the Killers, and then they put Hook in there, and I'm like, there's something about this just kind of grinds my gears a little bit. I was trying to catch up to these guys, and again, I'm my own person and everybody's on their own path and all this stuff. But, you can't, obviously it's a thing we all do to a degree. But kind of getting back to the point of your question, I always referred to Lee as the guy the one that got away, because we never got to wrestle before he got signed. I wrestled Yuta like 4 times. I wrestled Daniel once. And me and Lee just never got, and it was always kind of kicked around. I think he was IWTV champion for a bit, and then Yuta beat him, and that's kind of when I started feuding with Yuta at Beyond Wrestling. And then Lee, again, they all kind of just got gobbled up by Tony that one summer or whatever it was. But so yes, I am very much looking forward to this, and it's pure rules, which is great. I joke about the Killers thing. I do think they all deserve that moniker, even though I feel like I'm maybe the apex predator of the 4. But me and him match up very similarly. We have similar styles in that we utilize lots of submissions, strikes. I win most of my matches with submissions. Lee is he's his own beast. Like he's like a wizard in there. I don't. I would say Lee's probably a better pure wrestler than me, but I'm a better fighter. I'm more aggressive. I'm better at striking. These are all things I'm going to bring to the table on Saturday. So, hey, I don't know what's going down, but could you imagine if the ROH Pure title changed hands on an independent show? Wouldn't that be something? But we'll see.
All right, I'm gonna pitch for you here, Matt. You're gonna be in Arizona. You mentioned you talked to Moxley. Anarchy in the Arena.
I know.
Anybody can enter this thing. Anybody can enter it. They say, "Oh, here are the teams." It's Anarchy in the Arena. What do they do? Stop people from running out here? I think you should just go out there and just start kicking some heads in.
I would love to. I actually just caught up I watched last week's Dynamite like last night. So I finished it, watched the cage match and everything. And saw the breakdown. I'm like, Yuta's in another Anarchy in the Arena match. This is so awesome. This is like my favorite match, man. I think it's so great. I love the first one they did way back. What was that, like COVID times in Jacksonville, with the golf cart and like the the Northern Lights suplexes down the football field. I don't know if you guys remember all that.
Yeah.
But it's. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it works, Jeremy. I mean, if I'm the pure champion, maybe it could be like, here comes the new pure champion, Matt Mako. Oh shit. But other than that, it's like, who's this random guy? There's a random guy, and I'm just like,
who's gonna stop you though? You're a legit MMA fighter.
Well, I agree.
You.
I agree. But I don't know, Marina would try to take my
Marina.
head off,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. She's got an evil.
Well, you're on her
eye.
side. Well, I don't know.
True.
You're kind of like you're good with Moxley, but Yuta is kind of.
I have a vision where me and Yuta are maybe like tag team champions somewhere. I don't know. It could happen. It could happen. But
all right. So the other side's gonna have Joe. I don't know if I'm fucking with Samoa Joe.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Powerhouse Hobbs is a big dude.
Yeah.
As well. You can go after Kenny. Kenny,
Yeah.
He trains a little. Yeah, the Bucks. Whose side are they really on?
Right.
You can go after them. So, there's people for you to go after here. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with Marina though.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mess with Willow.
Well,
Willow's scrappy.
Willow. I mean, we have some history too. I've been in the ring with Willow.
Tell us
how many times have you been there? Yeah.
Just once. So it was the last King of Trios, Chikara. That was 2019.
2019.
Yeah. First round. It was the Crucible, we were called, versus I can't remember. They were the Queens something. It was Solo Darling, Willow Nightingale, and Freddie Mercurio from Canada. We and Willow had actually just come back. It was one of her first matches back from a really bad neck injury. She basically broke her neck or something from a German suplex. Yeah. Anyway, wrestling's dangerous, kids. But anyway, she's obviously healthy and doing awesome. And but yeah, I took I think a Uranagi from her, and I would not like to do that again. So I have that respect for her. But yeah, Double or Nothing should be a lot of fun. I do have a red eye home. I have a show on Sunday. I'm wrestling at the next Power Pro Lucha in Philadelphia. But if they tell me, hey, we need some backup here at Anarchy in the Arena, I don't know. Anything can happen. This is pro wrestling.
See, that's the cover. You say you're going to be a Power Pro Lucha, but I'm on to you. I'm on to you. All right, we'll get you out of here on this, Matt. We'll play a game on the channel, partner promo, punch in the face. Pretty sure you played it with us before, but if not, it's
okay.
promo,
What was it again? Partner
promo, punch in the face.
And so what's promo mean specifically?
Like you promo against this person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna give you. I have two actually for you. The first one, three names you mentioned a little while ago. The three killers: Moriarty, Yuta, and Daniel Garcia.
Oh, okay. Oh, geez. So, I mean, I guess punch in the face. It depends, but punch in the face is probably Daniel. It depends. It depends on depends on where he's at right now. Yeah, I saw him this weekend. I watched Dynamite, and he seems like he's he's teaming up with Nigel right now. Like it seems like he's okay. He checks out in my book, but and then Yuta. So I don't know if we're going like kind of storyline wise, like Yuta's kind of a prick. So maybe I punch him right now. I mean, Daniel, I'm also impressed with Daniel. Daniel's he's very he speaks with a lot of conviction. Like his talking is great, and so I'm really happy. I feel like he gets the most kind of in ring promo opportunities out of maybe the three of them, for whatever that matters. But so maybe I wouldn't want to promo against him. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we're talking about like a challenge. It'd probably be not that the other guys aren't. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but Daniel, maybe promo Daniel, and then it was punch wrestle promo.
Punch partner promo.
Partner. Right? Yeah, maybe. So maybe I'm punching Daniel. I'm partnering with Yuta, and I'm promoing against Moriarty.
Okay,
go with that.
All right, and then another one. We're gonna go famous wrestlers who have done MMA.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave one out. You've already called them out. I'm not gonna get you in more trouble.
Are we talking about CM Punk? You can call it Phil. Call it Big Phil. Let's go.
I'm gonna leave him out because I feel like you want to punch him.
Maybe he wants redemption. He's 0-2.
Yeah.
We could maybe we do something crazy. We make it a sanctioned MMA match at Bloodsport. And he could try to get get rid of that 0 on his win-loss record.
I mean, could happen. WWE, that's all they do is Bloodsport now.
Yeah, TKO, all that crap. Uncle Dana set it up.
All right, so I'm gonna give you some of these guys might be a little bit bigger. So I don't know if you want to punch them, but we'll see how it works. Yeah. Bobby Lashley, Tom Waller, and Cain Velasquez.
Okay. All right. So wait, hold on. Do I have to fight any of these guys?
Yeah, you got to punch one of them.
Oh, I got to punch one. But is it like a sucker punch and I run really fast? Or is it like I punch them and then wait?
That's up to you. That's up to you on what you want to do. Actually, you know what? Let's forget about Cain Velasquez. Bobby Lashley, Tom Waller. He did MMA. It was one fight. He's still undefeated. Dave Bautista.
Oh wow. Wait, when did Dave fight last?
Oh, Dave fought. Oh, this is like
a while ago,
right? It's been like a decade.
What'd you say though? What about May? What happened in May? Or sorry,
I didn't say anything about May.
All right, my fault. But I would definitely partner with Tom. That was maybe even a thing that was going to happen at some point somewhere. And then punch. It was Lashley is a giant human. I was so there was that syndicate spot on the Dynamite, and I was talking to my wife. I'm like, Lashley is like that whole gorilla meme thing that was going around. Lashley, like
send Lashley, yeah.
Just Lashley. Lashley would win. He would beat the gorilla. You don't need 100. You just need a Bobby Lashley like that. He is a. When I did extra work in December, I was trying to protect Bobby Lashley at one point as a security guard, and I got stomped on by Swerve Strickland because they were having a beef, and but anyway, so I kind of have a like Lashley. Yeah, he's just he's a big boy. I don't know if I'd want to punch him. And the third one was who'd you say it was again?
Batista.
Oh, that's right. I mean, maybe I don't know. Batista's a pretty cool dude. He seems like maybe I mean, again, I would maybe. It's a quick hit and run on Lashley, and then I'd promo with Batista. We could just yell about what we want, like giving us what we want and all that stuff. You know, that would be good. That would be good. I think.
That.
Why didn't you move when Swerve did the stomp?
I was trying to do my job. You know, you get hired as a security guard, and you're trying to do your best job. You know, like you have to go out there and make sure there's no shenanigans. I'm like, all right, I'll try. And then like, you know, we got Briscoe coming down the ramp with a chair and crap. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, gosh darn it. And then I don't know. It was like out of nowhere. He came through the crowd or something. Almost dislocated my shoulder. Whatever.
That one was more understandable than last week on Dynamite, where everybody's standing around the cage and then Swerve just jumps and they're just all standing. Hey, what's he doing up there? Just move. What's wrong with you guys?
I know. I mean, if they didn't have any security in there, that's why they didn't know. The security would have been like, "You guys need to get back. This is dangerous."
So we can get stomped on.
Yeah.
Matt, appreciate you joining us as always, man. You got a long flight from Philly to Glendale. Watch the Fast and Furious movies. That's my homework for you.
Oh, man, one day I'm gonna just do a marathon, and I'm gonna
be doing. Yeah,
I'm gonna maybe just bang them all out and be like, I'm gonna, you know, just pop the cherry or whatever, and let's do this.
You'll be part of the family. Let everybody know where they can find you at and everything you got coming up.
Where am I at now? I'm at, I believe it's Matt Mako on X, and then Matt Mako Pro on Blue Sky, and the Matt Mako on Instagram. mattmako.bigcartel.com for a couple t-shirts or whatever. Yeah.
There you go. Good luck this weekend. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Fun. We'll be watching. We'll be supporting. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you.